Welcome back to the Life League Coalition. This is Stage 1, Lesson 4, the NCAA Core Course List, and also how to calculate your GPA. This particular lesson of the Life League Coalition is very important because oftentimes what we see is a lot of high school athletes will take the easy route and take classes that don't necessarily count towards their GPA and end up falling short when it's time to sign for college. With that being said, never take the easy route. Always take the necessary courses needed in order to be eligible at the next level. Now, remember in the last lesson we stated that only core courses count towards your NCAA GPA. Science courses, math courses, social studies or social science courses, and English courses. Those are the courses that count towards your NCAA GPA or grade point average. All right, let's go ahead and break this down a little bit further. In order to be eligible, and when I say eligible, I mean that once you graduate from high school, you have the necessary academic requirements needed in order to go straight in and play, and you won't have to sit out a year in order to get your grades up. Okay, so in order to compete at the NCAA Division I level, you must complete 16 core courses. Okay, 16. You must complete 16 core courses in the following areas. Remember, we said English, math, science, and also social studies or social sciences. Now, the goal is to become academically eligible to compete at the NCAA Division I level, because if you don't get a Division I scholarship offer, you are eligible to compete at any level below it. So the goal is to be NCAA Division I eligible, okay? Nothing less than that. All right, let's break this down in more simpler terms. In order to make it easy for you, you need 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of science, and 4 years of social sciences, okay? That makes it a whole lot easier for you as it relates to what classes I need to take and when I need to take them. And that's why we talked about the importance of talking to your guidance counselor at the beginning of your 9th grade year. Let them know that you have plans on competing at the next level so that you can chart a course that will put you in a position where you are eligible to compete. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about how to calculate your GPA or grade point average. Last lesson we talked about the minimum requirements as it relates to what type of GPA you have to earn in order to be eligible to play. Now let's talk about how to actually calculate that number. All right, first things first. A's always equal 4 points, B's always equal 3 points, C's always equal 2 points, D's 1 point, and F's are zeros. And this is on a 4.0 scale. All right, A's 4, B's 3, C's 2, D's 1, and F's are worth 0 points. All right, let's go ahead and give you guys an example of how this would work. Let's say I had 4 classes this particular semester and I made 2 A's and 2 B's. Of course, remember I said A's are 4 points, B's are 3 points. So I would have a total of 14 points. Now, the next thing I would do is I would divide that 14 by the total number of courses, which is 4, like we said, right? So 14 divided by 4 equals 3.5. So my GPA would be 3.5. All right, now let's try this again with another set of grades. This time I made an A, a B, a C, and a D. And after we tally everything up, add up all of our points, we get a total of 10. And I took 4 classes, so I'm going to divide 10 by 4. And now my GPA is a 2.5. All right. All right, let's try one more. Now, this particular semester, I did not do well at all. I got 1 A, a C, a D, and an F. So if I tally up and add up all of those points, I only come up with 7 points. Of course, again, divide that by 4, and now my GPA is only a 1.75. So I'm not even eligible to compete at the NAIA level with this particular GPA. One thing to keep in mind is this. The NCAA takes these courses all the way from your 9th grade year. So a lot of times what students would try to do is they would try to do really well their senior year, but it's not enough because they had not been doing well ever since the 9th grade. So it's very, 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 very important for you to get good grades starting in your 9th grade year all the way through high school, okay? All right, we have completed another lesson with the Life League Coalition. Players, if any of this information does not make sense or you need it to be explained to you in a better way, feel free to reach out to your team administrator or also your parents so that we can break it down to you a little bit better. All right, it's quiz time, so let's make sure that we go ahead and take the quiz so that we know you understand the information. Take care.